welcome to Cooking for Dummies. My name is Tom Riddle. I'm your host, and I will be cooking a recipe tonight that I think everyone will be interested in. Before we start, though, I'd like to welcome my next-door neighbor, Dave. Dave, thanks for coming down and helping me out with this. The reason I brought Dave into the studio today to do a Cooking for Dummies is I've gotten a lot of letters over the last couple weeks saying, Tom, you know, you make some stuff, and, you know, we kind of think that maybe you have to be some sort of a culinary genius to cook some of this stuff. Well, Dave, now it's my understanding that you really have no cooking experience, right?
Very little.
Very little cooking experience. So what we're going to do, being that Valentine's Day is coming up very shortly, I'm going to teach Dave, and we're going to prepare together a lobster tail dinner that includes lobster tail. We're going to have broccoli, and we're also going to make new potatoes, the little red potatoes. And that's what we're going to be preparing, and I'm going to show Dave how easy this can actually be to actually cook food. Now, Dave, you're just recently divorced,
just
right?
Recently, yeah.
Now, I notice a lot of women coming in and out of your front door.
Yeah. They go out as quickly as they come in.
Well, I'm sure now being able to cook a lobster tail dinner for whoever you would want to cook it for would be quite impressive to that special woman in your life. Now, is there someone special in your life?
I've got my eye on somebody.
You have your eye on,
yeah.
So I think a lobster tail dinner might just put it over the edge,
I think it would.
right?
I think it would.
And that's what we're here. I'm going to show Dave how to cook a lobster today, and we're going to kind of do it together. And you people watching at home will be able to follow along very slowly. Now, Dave, if I go too fast or say something maybe you don't understand, just stop me, you know, so we can kind of go over it so you have a complete understanding. So when you go home, you'll be able to cook one of these for that special woman in your life. Okay? Because we want to make a special Valentine's Day dinner for everyone. And I think this is going to be a good learning experience for me and for you and for everyone else involved, huh? So this is going to be, you ready to get started, Dave?
I'm ready.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do, since we're going to boil potatoes, they usually take the longest. So you always want to take the food that takes the longest and start that first. So the whole idea of cooking a dinner like this is to get everything done at the same time. You don't want to have your potatoes done and you're waiting for your lobster. Everything has to be done at the same time. So Dave, if you bring those potatoes over here for me real quick. And these are called new potatoes. They just got some red skin on them, and that's how you can spot them. Thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate that. Okay, Dave, if you grab me that French knife over there, there you go. And that's the French knife there, and the knife sharpener. Okay, now one thing that's very important. You want to make sure that your knife is sharp before you actually start doing anything. Now, you want to feel that and see if that's sharp. Does that feel sharp?
No.
It doesn't feel sharp. Good. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take the knife through this knife sharp and just run it through a few times. You see all the crap coming off of it?
Right on the cutting board.
Right on the cutting board where we're going to be working. Yeah.
This is easy.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have a... Does that feel any sharper to you, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
And it's very important that you want to get all the metal shavings off of the knife and off your cutting board, because that's not a good thing. So anyway, what we're going to do with these is we're going to just cut them in half. Just if we cut them just like this, or like this, whichever you prefer. We'll cut them in half this way. Okay? You want to try one there, Dave?
Yeah,
here, I got your own special knife over there. I sharpened it for you already. So here, why don't you go ahead and cut those. And you want to be careful not to cut yourself, because that would be not good.
I'll do my best.
We do not have insurance here on Cooking for Dummies yet. Okay, so what we have over here,
dummies or with dummies.
what we have over here is a pot of boiling water. This has been simmering here for a few minutes. It is boiling right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw these potatoes right in. They usually take probably about 15 or 20 minutes. So we'll just throw these right in here, being careful not to burn yourself. Dave, if I splash or anything, just yell out. And we'll time these here for, we'll try to keep them in for like 20 minutes or so. So let's start that. Okay, so now we have that done. So now the next thing we want to do is let's cut up some broccoli.
Okay.
That's the green stuff, Dave.
That's the green?
Yeah, that's the green stuff there.
That's a clump?
What's that?
Clump?
Clump, head, whatever you want to call it. It's just the individual things on broccoli are called florets. Did you know that?
No.
You didn't know that?
No, that's good.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just cut this whole bottom part out here. So these things all fall apart like this. Now, are you following everything up to this point?
Everything
what
so
I'm
far,
doing?
yes.
It's not really that difficult. Hence the name Cooking for Dummies. Okay, and you can...
You want me to like clean up as we go? Is that something I should be doing?
That's basically why you're here. Okay, and you can cut these. You don't want them in real big pieces, you know, but just something that looks nice.
Okay.
I think I'm done.
Oh.
You got to be a little bit faster here, Dave. Okay, so now this is about the size that you want these broccoli florets, more or less is what we call them. Okay, so I have another pot of water here boiling, and what we're going to do is we're going to steam the broccoli, Dave, because, you know, steaming broccoli is probably the best way to eat broccoli. I don't know if you're aware of that or not.
I am.
A lot of people sop it up with butter and all this other stuff, but if you want to remain nice and green like this and to get the full flavor, you want to steam it.
Can we put butter on later?
You can put butter on later if you prefer, you know, but what we're trying to do here is we're trying to make this as healthy as possible, because once we get to lobster, that's going to be loaded with butter.
Oh, okay.
And I know a man of your age, you probably don't want to clog up them arteries too full, okay? So what we'll do is we'll put the broccoli.
You cook it in the lid?
No, I'm using this to carry over to the stove, Dave. Okay, I think this is going to be a long show. Okay, so we'll put that right in here like this. Let me show the viewers here exactly what we have. Okay, it's a pot. Just probably put maybe about this much water in the bottom of your pan here, because you want to steam it. You don't want to get it real soggy. We'll turn this on a very. Got that cleaned up yet, Dave? I'm coming over there to do some more stuff. Okay, just clean that broccoli up off the cutting board, and we'll turn the temperature on here. Potatoes are cooking just fine. Maybe cut the heat down. Right now I'm cooking the potatoes on, around medium-high. I got the broccoli on medium. So now we're going to start preparing the lobster tail. Yeah, Dave, it looks worse than when you started. Okay, this is really good.
I told you I hadn't been in the kitchen very much.
If you're going to be looking around for a woman, you might want to find one that's really big on cleaning. I think that might be a really good place to start. So now we're going to prepare the lobster tail. And first of all, what you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. I'm sorry, 400 degrees. 400 degrees. They take about 15 minutes or so to cook. So Dave, why don't you reach over there and grab those lobster tails?
That would be these?
Those are the lobster tails there. Now this is your garden variety lobster tail. You can pick them up at any grocery store. They come in all different sizes. This right here is...
Not very big. They probably don't cost much, do they?
No, actually, Dave, they are quite expensive. I think one of these would probably run about $9 or $10 actually for one.
Wow.
And so is that in your budget, you think?
Well, once a year.
So Valentine's Day would be a special occasion. That's right.
Sure.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here, and I want you to watch me carefully. Can you get me my cleaning rag there real quick?
That's the blue one?
The blue one would be the cleaning rag, yeah. Okay. Wipe off the broccoli off the knife. Okay. And we might want to use this knife for both of them because this is a little bit sharper. I don't know if that one will work through it. But all you have to do here is you want to put the knife right down the center of the lobster tail, Dave.
Okay.
You want to put it down the center of the lobster, and if you can just slowly go like that. You want to try to cut it as clean as possible, but not all the way through. Just like that. Okay, this shell was a little cracked to start with, but then what you need to do is you need to open the lobster just like that. Now, a lot of places you go, they'll cook it just like that. They'll put the seasoning and everything right on there. But what I like to do is you reach in here at your two fingers, and you pull the lobster meat right out of the shell.
Wow.
Make sure you pull the shells off of it, too. Okay, so now what you do, you turn your shell inside out. Now you just put this right on top of the lobster, just like that, on top of the shell. Huh. Okay?
I'm going to do this one?
Think you can do one there?
I'll try.
Okay, just remember that they're $9 a piece. And you don't want to saw it you don't want to saw it like you're cutting bread. Yeah, put your weight down there and just go straight down. Okay, let me wait. Okay, you want to keep trying?
I want to cut.
Wait, watch your fingers, Dave.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Okay. You don't want to go all the way through.
Nope.
If you go all the way through, you messed it up. There you go. I think you want to go down a little bit further. There. Now just open that baby right up. There you go. Go open it all the way down.
All the way. Two fingers.
Two fingers right in there like that. You wash your hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
This morning.
Make sure you pull it all out. You don't want to leave any of it in the shell there. Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
Now, there you go. Push the shell down like that.
Okay. Check for bones.
Check for bones. Shells. Shell, no bones, Dave. Now, upside down the other way. There you go, like that.
Okay.
You want it to look like that. Okay, now while Dave's doing this, I'm going to throw some butter in a pan, and I'm going to melt some butter here real quick to pour over the lobster before we cook it, and also to dip your lobster in when it's done. So I'll just throw that back here in the saucepan on very low heat. check on the potatoes. They're cooking. Broccoli's not doing much, so we'll crank that up about medium-high. Okay, Dave, why don't you put those lobsters in this glass pie plate right here.
Like that?
Okay, just like that. Good. Okay, and there you have it, 2 lobster tails. So now what we have to do is we have to put some seasoning and stuff on
My
there.
hands are all sticky.
I know. Can you lick them or something right now? Hey, you want to use this?
Yeah.
Go ahead and use that.
Yeah. I don't like sticky hands.
Now, Dave. Now, is this easy? Are you following
This
what
is
I'm
not
doing
hard.
so
Yeah,
far?
no, I had a little trouble getting through that.
Yeah, I know. You really kind of screwed it
shell,
up, actually. Huh?
Well, yeah, but you can't tell.
No, it looks fine.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can,
What? Jeez.
what's that? That's our warning, Dave. We have a mail. We read viewer mail here every time during the show, usually sometimes. And so now we have some viewer mail. We're going to read some mail, and just so happens you here to read some mail. So let's see what we got here.
Scared the hell out of me.
I know. You kind of get used to it after a while. Here's one. Dear Dummy. Oh, they didn't even know you were going to be here, I guess. How in the world did your show ever get on television? Don't we have enough garbage jammed down our throats from the other networks? I can't believe public access has sunk to these levels. I hope you scald yourself with boiling water.
Who wrote that?
Love Amy, Laguna Hills. Don't know who that is, but another satisfied viewer here that watches Cooking for Dummies. We like to see that. What else we got here? Dear Tom, I owe you a debt of gratitude that I may never be able to repay. After watching your last show, I cooked my girlfriend a wonderful dinner, which she absolutely loved. I told her about your show, and she wanted me to send you this picture. Hope you like it.
Wow. That's all right.
Now, we don't condone this type of thing here on Cooking for Dummies, although this is really cool.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Well, see, Dave,
Wanna
you
put it
stopped
away?
by in a good. I'll take care of it. Thank you. Okay, so now we got we have our lobster tail, right, Dave? We have our lobster tail. They're ready to go. Broccoli is cooking. Potatoes are cooking. Butter's melting. So, Dave, why don't you put a little bit of water in the bottom of this cooking dish right there? Not so much, just a little bit, so the shells don't stick to the glass pie dish. Is why we're doing that. So, Dave, how's things been going since your divorce?
Things are going all right.
Huh?
Yeah, it's
Huh?
sure is quiet around the house.
Yeah, well, not from where I'm watching. It's not. It's been a damn circus over there. Okay, so we have our lobster tails with the water. And a little skimpy on the water, eh, Dave?
Is that a little? You want more?
That's fine. That'll work just fine.
Didn't know you were going to complain about it.
Okay, why don't you, let's see what we got. Grab the paprika over there if you'd be so kind. That's the red stuff
this
there.
one?
That's paprika. And before we do that, we want to put a little melted butter over the lobster tail. So stay right there, Dave.
Okay, Tom.
And I know we have a butter brush here. There it is. Because this is Cooking for Dummies,
Looks like a
we have
paintbrush.
pretty much every utensil you could ever think of. Okay, so we'll get some of our melted butter. What we'll do is we'll just lightly brush the top of the lobster.
That's good. Wow.
Just like that. Okay?
Super. What about this paprika?
Paprika, what you want to do, I'll do one here, and then you can just kind of, this stuff comes out fast, so you just want to add a little bit here for color right on top of the lobster. Just like that, and if you just go ahead and do that one. You really don't cook much, do you, Dave?
No, I don't.
Okay, so this is pretty much ready to go now. All we've done is basically cut open a lobster tail and put some paprika and some butter and some water in there, and it's ready to throw in the oven. So we're going to put this in the oven now at 400 degrees for approximately 15 minutes. So we'll throw this down here in our bottom oven here. Dave, you ever burn yourself on a really hot oven before?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is that good?
That's a good thing here at Cooking for Dummies because...
Did you just burn yourself?
No, I didn't. Okay, the best way to tell if a potato is done is stick a fork in it, and if it goes through very softly, you know the potato is pretty much close to being done. So you following everything so far?
So far, it's
any
pretty
questions?
simple. No.
One thing I thought I would also do is right now we have lobster tail, we have broccoli, we have potatoes, everything's cooking. So I thought maybe now we'd make some garlic bread. You like garlic bread? You like garlic bread? Okay, good. Why don't you grab that French bread over there?
It's half a loaf?
Yeah, bring the whole thing over.
The whole thing is half a loaf.
Not the paper, though, Dave. We're just going to use the bread for this one, okay? That's another show. Okay, let's get a bread knife now. This is from the O.J. Simpson collection. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to, let's cut the bread long ways. Okay, which side do you want to use? We'll just use one side for this.
That's fine.
This side's okay? Yeah. Okay, you want to put this back in the bag?
Okay.
Good. Now, folks, the whole idea of having Dave here in the kitchen with me today is I just want to prove that, you know, someone such as Dave, who really has no experience in the kitchen, has never really cooked in the kitchen before, other than what, make some coffee and cereal probably in the mornings. But you probably have to fend for yourself now quite a bit.
Yeah, I eat a lot of cereal.
Eat a lot of cereal. Go out to like
frozen
fast
dinners
food and stuff. Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to. The point I'm trying to make now is if Dave can prepare something as simple as this and make it look so easy, I think anyone out there can pretty much do it. I'm not saying that you're stupid or anything. I don't want to make that point. So what we're going to do. That was the ice maker, Dave. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to cover this piece of garlic bread here with butter. You like butter, Dave?
I love butter.
Okay, we'll
put a lot of butter on. I don't usually use that much.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay.
Should I?
No, you want it to soak up in the bread is what you want it to do. Actually, I'll use more, but since you're older, we'll keep it just a little. We'll go a little bit less.
I'll be preparing dinner for an older person.
That's right, a much older person too. So there we have our bread. Let me get a pan to put that in when we put it in the oven.
You're already using the oven.
I got 2 ovens here, Dave.
2?
Yeah, there's one. I'm gonna put this one on the top in the broiling mode. Okay, why don't we first of all start by, why don't you bring over the garlic powder there?
That would be
the one with the green label. That's very good. And when you throw me over that Parmesan cheese or the mozzarella cheese, very good. Cheese. Okay, and what else we got over there? Some Parmesan cheese. Bring that over. And I thought I had some oregano. Here, we'll put some oregano on it too.
You want this Parmesan cheese?
Yeah, bring that over. Okay, let's, first of all, we'll put some mozzarella cheese over this. Okay, now, why don't you take that spoon and just sprinkle some Parmesan cheese over the top. You like cheese?
I love cheese.
Okay.
This is great. More?
That's good. Now we'll put some garlic powder on here. And we'll top it with a little oregano. And why don't you hand me the paprika? There, how's that? Pretty as a picture, huh?
That is
Look
super.
at that. You know, Dave, you're the first person who's actually been in the kitchen here since I've been doing Cooking for Dummies, and I don't know if that means anything, but I really appreciate you coming in and lending a hand.
I hope I don't get in the way. I know I've seen your shows, and I'm one of your fans.
Oh, you are one? Well, and I didn't even know that when I asked you here, did I?
Yeah, no,
because I really didn't. You've only lived there for a couple of years, and I've really never talked to you, but you look kind of like a lonesome guy these last couple months, and I thought, what the hell, Dave looks like he needs a bite to eat.
Well, with cable access and all, it kind of whiles away the hours.
I know. So you're watching Channel 31 quite a bit in the wee hours of the morning, yep. Yeah. Okay, so looks like the broiler's about ready. Potatoes are looking good. Broccoli's ready. Wow, it looks like we're about ready to eat.
How about the lobster?
Lobster? Yeah, let's not forget about the lobster. Lobster's almost in. Now the lobster, when we put it on the shell, it was kind of a gray color. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I know.
And as lobster cooks, just like shrimp and all the other shellfish, they turn kind of white. So the best way to tell when lobster's done is you look in, you spread it apart a little bit, and if it's gray, it still needs to be cooked a little bit more. Okay. Okay. You think you'll ever be cooking any of this stuff that you're learning here today?
I'm going to be making this garlic bread. I know
just garlic.
And I'm going to make the lobster once.
One time.
One time.
Okay.
And if it works out, if I get lucky,
then what?
I may do it again.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you do get lucky, you might want to watch next week. I'm going to be doing a cooking breakfast show. So, you know, if you do get lucky and maybe she does end up spending the night, get up and watch a show and learn how to cook some breakfast. That might be a good thing.
That's okay.
And also, if anyone would like any information about anything we've cooked here, or something we're starting new is we're going to go out to people's homes. So if you have a good recipe or maybe want the whole crew to come over to your house and do an episode of Cooking for Dummies at your place, just write to me at this address right here, Cooking for Dummies, P.O. Box 2996, Mission Viejo, California 92690. Be sure to send a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'll get back to you, and maybe we'll be coming out to your house and cooking something for you. How's that sound? Pretty good, huh?
Maybe I'll write in.
Hey, we'll come over to your house. No, I've seen your kitchen, Dave. I think that would be
We can
a
make
bad
sandwiches.
thing. Yeah, we can make sandwiches. We go out to a burger place and sit around and unwrap paper. That'd be fun. Okay, so let's plate this thing up and see what the heck we got. Turn everything off here.
What about the bread?
You want to put the bread in now, Dave?
I don't know.
Okay, let's put the bread in. The broiler is very careful. I know more people. You ever burn bread under a broiler?
No.
Oh.
Well,
I've known more people that have burned bread in broilers because it only takes a few seconds.
My ex-wife used to burn it all the time.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Was that one of the things that led to the divorce?
No.
Are you divorced or just separated now?
No, we're divorced.
You are divorced?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, I guess. I never really cared for her anyway, but that's just my own personal opinion, you know.
I didn't know that was part of the show. But...
Why don't you hand me those 2 plates over there, and we'll get these things set up. We'll make them look real nice. Okay, now this is going to be dinner for 2. We have enough food here for 2 people. So let's start off. We'll bring the potatoes over here. Okay, why don't you take one of these forks and why don't you put like maybe 3 pieces of potato on each plate. Make sure you get drain the water off real well. Ooh.
What happened?
Burn the garlic bread.
You talked about it too much. No, you didn't burn it. That's good.
Okay, we'll let this cool.
Believe me, I know what burned garlic bread looks like. Too bad we don't have enough of this for the crew.
Yeah. Okay, what you want to do is turn them facing up. You really gouged the heck out of those, didn't you, Dave? These are supposed to be boiled potatoes, not mashed.
This is
okay? They look kind of like deviled eggs.
This is a new experience. What about those 2?
Okay, we'll just keep those over here. We're not going to use these. We don't really. Okay, so why don't you grab the parsley flakes over there, and what we want to do is we just want to flick a little parsley on, just for color, is basically what we're going to do. Well, we can also do it this time if you want to put like a little butter on top.
That's great.
And maybe even a little paprika.
Paprika. How long have you been cooking? You're really good at this.
Cooking was my life a long time ago, Dave.
Really?
I kind of got out of it, but it's just something I enjoy doing. You know, I'm preparing nice things like this. Now, can you kind of see the presentation of just the potatoes here? They're not really too bad. We did put a little butter on top, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put the broccoli on there.
Same routine?
Yeah, go ahead and use a fork for that. The lobster looks like it's all done. Dave, you're doing it like you're shoveling dirt or something. This is food.
It's falling apart.
Okay. Well, imagine what this would look like.
You invited me to be here, remember
Okay, that's
that.
good like that. Okay, so now, I get those 2 little metal cups, and we'll put a little butter and a lemon wedge on there. Put that right in the middle. Put a little butter here in the middle. Put a lemon wedge right next to that. Very good. Okay, why don't you grab the knife there.
It's hot, isn't it?
No. Put a piece of garlic bread there. Now it looks like we're ready for the lobster, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, does that look good or
wow.
what? Okay. See how the lobsters are doing. ever use a wet cloth to pick something hot up out of the oven? That's
something I shouldn't do. That's why
something
you
you shouldn't do, Dave.
Okay.
So then all we have to do is take the lobster here, put one on each plate, like that.
Wow. Oh, that looks great.
Huh?
That's great.
How about that?
That is fantastic.
Amazing. In less than a half an hour, you've prepared a lobster dinner.
That is incredible.
Good?
Yes.
Boy, oh boy, it looks pretty darn good. Now the only other thing you really have to do, once you clean up the crumbs here a little bit, Dave, and picture this, Dave.
Wow.
You and your girlfriend sitting at the table with a little candlelight. Just imagine, Dave, sitting across from her with these beautiful candles burning, lobster in front of you, telling her pretty much a pack of lies just so you can get her to spend the night, you know, pretty much pretending to be someone that you're really not, just, to impress her. I mean, let's be honest, you're a guy, okay?
I think I'll try to get candles that actually will glow.
Yeah, maybe not get the gold ones. But anyway, this is our lobster dinner for the evening, folks, and it's very simple to prepare. If you want the recipe how to do this, be sure and write to me. I'd be more than happy to give it to you. And if you want us to come out to your house and make some lobster or anything else, whatever you got laying around, hell, if you don't even know what to make, come out, I'll look through your cupboards and whip something up. You know, that's sometimes what you have to do. So anyway, thanks so much, Dave. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you. This is great.
I'm glad I finally
great.
got to meet you. You know, I've seen you driving up and down your driveway, and I really never had a chance to say hi, but thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Did you learn something here tonight?
I learned that it's not as hard as I thought it was.
No, it's quite easy, and it looks
really
darn good, too, doesn't it?
Great.
So anyway, why don't we grab a fork and we'll take a bite as we sign off here and just see if this stuff is any good.
Yeah, that is terrific.
Thanks, folks. We'll see you next week on Cooking for Dummies. Be sure to keep watching. We enjoyed you watching the show, and please tune us in again next week. Good night. My name is Tom Rill.
Okay.